Intensive subsistence farming is a great way for a farmer to manage the little space he or she has to grow crops, raise livestock, and do many other things to attract or earn an income. This week on The Ghanaian Farmer, we're all the way in Kenya to share the story of a fashion designer who is now practicing subsistence intensive farming right from where she stays. She has ornamental birds, she has livestock, she has vegetables, she's into aquaculture, and of course, she has definitely not forgotten about her first love, which is fashion. I'm talking about Joyce Kiara, the CEO or founder of Charis Farm here in Kenya. I'm going to be chit-chatting with her because she's right behind me. Hello, Joyce.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well, Ghanaiana.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, my sister.
You're doing amazing things.
Thank you so much.
I became speechless.
Yes.
From where the ornamental birds are, the different type of chicken you have there.
Yes.
Then the guinea fowl, the turkey, rabbits, pigs.
Oh, you can see you have just gone loud.
And then you brought me to this kitchen vegetable technique area.
Yeah.
Where you use car ties.
Yes.
I even saw sack. What are you not doing, Joyce?
I'm doing almost everything.
Everything.
Yes, yes.
Now, so summarize the beginning of the story for me. In which year did this whole thing found you, or you found it? Just give us a summary, then we delve into other questions.
I got passion in 2016. That is where I got passion of farming, and by that time I was in a rented house, in a flat, and I tried some chickens and it worked. And then in 2020 is the time now I started I established the Charis Farm. During the pandemic, I was having allowed 2,000 chickens right from the balcony, and 15 dairy goat cows. But now through the pandemic, everything had to stop. And then I did my research well, and I found that because I have the passion, I need to do the ornamental birds rearing. So in 2020 is the time that I started with the ornamental birds rearing, which has been like a tourism kind of site in the farm you have seen, and have made many people to like the farm. And passionately, it has grown, driven by passion to where I am today. Yes.
Now, when someone hears ornamental bird, what is it?
Ornamental birds are tamed birds, basically reared for beauty. And by doing that kind of a venture, we are promoting agritourism and also local tourism, where people come and see and pay. We get at least something to put on the table. Yes.
When we went there, I saw different birds.
Yes.
Mention some of the birds you have in there.
Some of the birds I have in my farm, I have the beautiful peacock, and I also have the Brahima from all the way from USA. I have the guinea fowls, and I also have the silk bantam from Asia. I have the kochi all the way from India. I am siman all the way from Indonesia, and many other birds. Even the Swedish flower from Sweden.
Right. I also saw chickens.
Yes.
For the first time, I saw black chicken. And I saw some chickens with, I don't know if you have to say swollen leg or elephant leg. Where did you find this chicken from?
I had to do a lot of research so that I can know the birds by the names, what they eat, where they are, a lot of market survey. And to an extent, I go back to school, my sister, because I was seeing that it's like I'm not understanding what I'm supposed to do. But some I have sourced locally, some I've imported, and we are intending also to import as much birds as possible from different countries across the world. Yes.
Now I realize that almost everything you used for being in the garden, being in the fish farm or the birds, you leverage on local things, the basic things around you.
Yes.
How do you imagine or create this concept when you're about to start something new?
Yeah, because we look at the size of the land that people have here in Kenya, and land are depreciating every day. So if we focus on the land, there's nothing much we are going to do. And also focus on the technologies.
Right.
Technologies are coming new every year, and we want our people to adapt these technologies that will help them to do the subsistence farming that we are talking about, and also agribusiness, where they are not doing just farming because of farming to get something on the pocket. And that is why you can see in my farm today, we practice technologies that are using locally available materials. We don't want person to go and take loan so that he can do the farming. Start with what you have. Exactly.
Okay. The chickens there, are they for soup or it is also for exhibition?
The chickens,
yes,
mostly are for beauty. That means they are for exhibitions.
Okay.
Because they are also very expensive.
Right.
We have like peacock is 350,000. That is allowed some dollars there.
Okay.
And so you find like if person can keep this chicken for eating, sometimes it may end up getting a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it is for exhibition,
yes.
What do you feed this chicken?
This chicken, one of the unique about these ornamental birds, they eat less compared to the normal chicken.
They eat rice.
They eat less feed.
Okay, less. Okay.
Less compared to the normal chicken, and also now they are resistant to diseases. So that is one advantage of doing them. And also in our farm we are able to grow azolla and also BSF, black soldier fly, which we use them as alternative source of protein to cut the cost of production in our farm.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you mainly keep them for people to come and see and pay, or you sell them at times?
I also sell because they produce.
Okay.
They multiply, so I also sell the birds.
They lay eggs?
They lay eggs as any other chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing they do is that they do not sit on the egg.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just lay it.
They just lay, and then you look away of incubating. You can use the normal indigenous chickens, or you can use the incubator.
Okay.
Right.
So can you keep local birds and these birds in the same place, or you have to keep them?
You have to keep them in different cages.
Okay.
Because remember, maybe sometimes they may fight, sometimes they are not in the same age. That is why you have seen in my farm, I have just put the variety of bird in its cage. And also when you're doing the wild birds in Kenya, you have to get the license from the Kenya Wildlife Service, because these are wild birds, they belong to the government.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, now let's move to the goats.
Yes.
Then we'll come back to the vegetables and go to aquaculture. The goats too, I saw a unique goat. Where did you import those ones from? What their names are? And are they also for exhibition or for meat consumption?
Yeah, the goat you have seen there, we have goat for meat.
Okay.
Those are the daubers, and we also have the goat for milk.
Okay.
Germany Alpine. Germany Alpine is a very good breed for production of milk, and that is basically why we have put them there. In that section of goat, in the section of goat, we are training the farmer on how to maximize, and also diversifying from cow to goat because of the high cost of feed and massive feeds production. And then we bring them to the goat, which we believe the goat's milk is also medicinal.
Right.
And it has a high nutrition benefit values. And also when we come to the value addition of the daily goat milk, you can make almost like 6 products using the daily goat milk. For example, you can do the yogurt.
Yes.
You can also do the ghee, butter. We can also do the cheese. We can do soap. We can do cream for face, and also we can do something like ice cream. A lot of product that we can be able to do using the daily goat milk. Yes.
Okay.
And also when you look at the consumption of the daily goat, they just eat less because it's just 10% of the body weight, which means if the goat have 35 kg or 40 kg or 50, that is 5 kilograms in a day. Okay. Only.
Okay. Since these chickens, these ornamental birds, these goats are all foreign to Kenya, are there any pests or disease or any form of veterinary activity that needs to be done on them? And how do you go about it since they are foreign, or, you know, not from these places?
For example, if we want to import the goats,
yes,
there is a process of importing the goats because they have to keep the goat in a quarantine.
Yeah.
To look if they have any disease, and then when you bring the goats in your place, you also have to have quarantines where you just keep them and monitor them.
Yeah.
Yes, and also in the farm right now, because there is a lot of animals in just a small space, we ensure that we have a vet in the farm every day.
Veterinary doctor.
Yes, yes, who is taking care of the animals in terms of quarantine, in terms of injections, in terms of all those things. We have a vet who is for that work every day.
Looking at the amount of money you use to import these animals versus how much you're making from them, does it balance?
Yes, yes. Okay. Because when you import, you cannot import every month.
Okay.
You just come and multiply. Right. And that is why you can see we even have up to 150 goats in one farm.
Right.
We also have other farms. And we also have now other farmers who we have trained them and they are doing the same as us.
Okay.
To make sure that we can satisfy the market for those people who want to do the daily goats.
Okay.
Yes.
Now tell me, you have rabbits.
Yes.
You have pigs. You have goats.
Yes.
The waste products from these animals, what do you use them for?
The waste product, that is the manure, we take it in the garden because like rabbit urine is very rich in nitrogen, which help us in foliar and also pest control.
Right.
When you look at the fish ponds, where we are doing a solar, we fortify the water using the waste from the pigs. So that now is the fertilizer we are using, and then we take the azolla back to the pigs, which means we are also doing integrated farming here, and we are also ensuring that every waste in the farm is a resource.
I see.
Yeah.
Every waste in the farm is a resource.
Yes.
Now let's come down to the garden area. Now, when I walk into the garden, I have seen this concept a lot on the internet.
Yes.
I admire them, but for first time, I'm so close. I can touch, I can feel it.
Yes.
Before you started the garden area, where did you see this concept from?
I was doing just for myself, and then I met myself that I'm doing too much, and people are admiring what I'm doing.
Yes.
Because I'm very good in marketing.
Okay.
I couldn't might tell somebody what I'm doing.
Right.
You know, like many people live with the information because they don't want to share.
Exactly.
Because they fear that somebody can steal the idea. But the unique thing about myself, I share with almost everything what I do. So I find people admiring me. Oh, I want to be like you. And then I decided now, let me put this thing so that I can be able to show them how to do it. I didn't even knew it will become a school for
business.
A business and a school for people. Yeah, so I'm so excited when I see people coming and seeing and learning and practicing in their homes.
So where do you source these materials from? This is what?
This are dam liner. It is used to place in the dams.
Tapoli.
Yeah.
In Ghana we call it tapoli.
Yes.
So this is tapoli, and then you cut it into pieces.
You cut it into pieces, and then you do a good garden.
Right.
And then what you do in this technology is to maximize the space.
Okay.
Because the garden can hold up to 120 plants.
Okay.
But if we were to plant into bare land, it can take a lot of space, also a lot of water, because this will take just little water to water, and also it reduces the labor, because now you don't need to have a gardener to work for you. You just have 2 minutes to work on the garden and you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you tell me, mention some of the vegetables we are seeing here.
Yes, in this garden, first of all, we have the vegetables.
Okay.
Different vegetables variety.
Yes.
And then I have herbs.
Okay.
As well as fruit.
Right.
That is my garden.
Okay.
And then all the vegetables that I have, some of them I have the red rectus, I have the pak choy, I have a mito, I have a spider plant, I have onions, I have spinach, Tuscan kale, a lot of them. When we come to herbs now, I have herbs like rosemary, I have dill, I have pessaries, I have lemongrass, I also have mint, I have chamomile, a lot of them. Fruits I have like pomegranate, I have like pawpaw, I have mangoes, apples, a lot of them. Because now we have to show show these farmers on how to do.
Yes.
When we talk about sustainable agriculture, are you able to sustain your family with that small space you have
and still make some money?
And more of it now, we do the vegetables that are very nutritious, that have magnesium, they have zinc, they have iron, because we want you also to treat yourself through the kitchen garden you have in your backyard.
All right, so we'll talk about the medium that you use to grow these vegetables. Then we'll walk to where you grow the feed to give to your
fish, to the animals.
Exactly. So tell me, this medium, that the soil, I don't know if it's the soil or what is made up of this?
Okay, the soil, we do a ratio of 1:1.
Okay.
Whereby 1 bucket of manure and 1 bucket of soil.
Okay.
We mix it,
right,
and then you put it in the trampoline.
Okay.
Then from there, now we shall change the soil after every 4 months. Every 4 months.
Ah.
Yes.
So every 4 months
we do it again, and then we mix the mixture, because remember, this plant is want the nutrient from the soil. So you have to mind about what the plant eating also.
Okay.
Yes.
So in each space, how many plants do you advise I grow around
in one garden? One multi-level garden, which has six gardens, can go from 100 plants to 150, depending with the plant you are planting.
Okay.
But it is more of vegetables like kales, like spinach, like lettuce. But for the cabbages, it's not so good, because the cabbage will take a big space.
Expand.
So we look for the plant that will take small space.
Okay. All right. Now I realized that when we walked into, you have some shade all over the plant. What's the purpose of having the shade?
The shade will cut the percentage of sun by 50%, which means even if it will stay for a long time without rain, the water that I did with the water can, the irrigation, will be able to be stored here for some time. And also now, when there is heavy rain, it cannot interfere with your the plants. And also when the birds come, when you're doing like fruits, you are doing fruits, they cannot eat your fruits, because the birds come from up where it's protecting.
All right. So in the open field, farmers who are growing vegetables or fruit would always battle it out with pests, diseases, and all that. And here we are having different vegetables and fruit and things. How do you control or prevent these pests and diseases in this garden?
One thing we do here is that when you want to control the diseases, you must ensure that your garden are wet every time. And it keeps all the flies away, all the mites, all the aphids. And now you ensure now you are using good fertilizers that are giving good immune to your plant. Because when the immune is high, disease cannot attack. So we use like labitulin and all the manures from the farm, to ensure that that plant is have a lot of
well protected. All right. So viewers, you're still watching the Ghanaian farmer all the way from Kenya. This area is called what?
Nyondia Naivasha.
Nyondia Naivasha. Joyce will kill me. Nyondia Naivasha. That is where we are, but we found ourselves in
Charis Farm,
and they are doing integrated system of farming, or you can call intensive subsistence farming. It is purposely for home consumption and also for business purposes, for commercial purposes. She actually stays here and she makes money from where she stays. So those of you who have bought land and you've built house and the rest of your compound you have cemented, you've tiled it, you're missing out. That is a way to make an extra source of income. Now I'm going to go down there with Joyce. She's also doing something novel, something interesting that she uses to feed chicken. I haven't seen that type of feed. For poultry farmers in Ghana who don't know about this novel way of growing feed for your poultry, I think it will be something interesting for you to see. So come with me, let's go down there and see what Joyce is doing. So let's take a walk.
Yes. Azolla is a plant. And it has 25% protein.
Collect some again.
You see?
Right.
It multiplies very fast. It's very sweet for the chicken, for the pig, for all the animals in the farm.
Which animals? Chicken, pig,
fish.
Fish.
Yes.
They also eat this.
They eat this.
Okay. So how do you come by the plant that you put into the water before it multiplies? How do you come by it? Where do you get it from?
I saw it from somebody.
Okay.
And then I found it interesting.
Right.
Because now we were almost giving up with the chickens, with the pigs.
Yes.
If you look at our pigs, they are very healthy. And we feed them with this. So I started a few plants in this pot. And then the other, you have seen other in the fish pot, in the greenhouse. So, and then now we use the waste from the pig, the waste from the fish. We fortify the water.
Okay.
And then we take the plant back to the fish. Imagine, we take the plant back to the to the pigs.
Okay.
Even the chicken, they like when you take to the kitchen, they say coo 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 coo. They like it so much. They celebrate taking it. It's like a cake.
Okay.
It's very
so
sweet.
do you feed them fresh or dry?
Yeah, you feed them fresh for the chicken. You can also dry and mix with other feeds. But for the cow now you have to dry.
Okay.
But for the rest, like goats, pigs,
okay,
you just give it direct like this.
Okay. So if I want to do this in my home, the basic things you need is wood.
Is wood and
then
tampo. Yeah.
Then you put water.
Yes.
Inside.
And funny enough, the water you put here after fortifying the water now, the water will stay for 6 months.
Okay.
You change the water after 6 months.
After 6 months.
What you need to do now is only to fortify the water using the waste from here.
From the pigs?
From the pigs or from the fish.
Okay. For those who to fortify the water.
To fortify the water.
Okay, so
that is the fertilizer now.
The plants also need fertilizer.
Yeah, this is a plant. It needs fertilizer. Okay. What we do now, we put it in a gunia, in a sack, and then after putting in a sack, we tie, and then we put it here. The water will pull the fertilizer slowly. Yes.
Okay, this is really interesting. Really interesting. And guys, like I said, this is a sack, ordinary sack, which Joyce has used
for cement.
To grow what do you call it, vegetable right here. Okay, so over there you also have something ongoing.
Yes.
With black soldier fly.
Yes.
This woman
is a dangerous woman when it comes to agriculture.
Okay, so here we are. So right in the same space, Joyce has created this small area and purposely to raise black soldier fly. Tell me briefly about what you use this to serve on the farm as well.
Black soldier fly is a fly that raises 400 to 1,000 eggs.
Okay.
And then when they lay, they hatch.
Yes.
We're not going to open today because it's daytime, they can fly away.
Yes.
And then from there, we're interested in the larval stage of them. That is the chicken for the pig, for the fish, and also for the chicken, for the pig and fish.
Okay. So the larvae
then
that
from
you
there,
get from the black soldier fly, you use it as feed.
They are feeds. For those people who are doing like 50 chickens, I don't see the reason of buying feeds. Because when you have a solar, which multiplies to the waste of your animals, and then you have the black soldier fly, we need only maize. Carbohydrate, because these are protein. And then you are good to go. Then the black soldier fly eats the waste from the kitchen garden.
Right. Okay.
The onion, the tomatoes, the spinach, all those fresh and direct from the farm, we just feed them. That is why you cannot feel any smelling here.
Okay. All right. Now let's move up a bit, and then we'll say a big thank you to our viewers and to Joyce for hosting us. But this has been an incredible journey. How will you describe this whole journey since you started this? I love this concept so much. So look at this. Just look at what we have here. Look at this. This is sack.
Yes.
The sack you buy your rice. Family, family of 5, 10, you buy a bag of rice. You finish, then you throw it away. You give it to the baller people, refuse to go. No. This is what Joyce has done. She fill it with the manure and the sand, And then she created holes
Yes.
around it.
Mm.
Hey,
There is a way of doing this.
how do you do
First
it?
of all, you
Yes.
put 1 foot of soil
Okay.
at the bottom.
Yes.
And then you place a container here.
Okay.
If you look at here, there is stones.
Yes.
These stones have gone up to the bottom
Okay.
for giving us a good aeration.
Okay.
And also where we put the water now to irrigate this plant. We put the water here.
Okay.
So from the bottom, all the plants has water.
Okay.
Then this bag
Yes.
can go up to 200 plants, depending with what you're planting.
Hey.
Yes, and also you make sure that the manure is well mixed with the soil.
Okay. Oh.
And then after 30 days,
Yes.
you are good to go.
After 30 days, I start harvesting.
You start harvesting.
Okay.
And that is why you hear me telling people,
Yes.
they utilize what they have.
Yes.
Because if we were to plant 200 plants in a garden,
Yes.
it can take a very big space.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there is no lane. So all the plants will get dry. But at this, you can even use the water from your kitchen garden, from your kitchen, and water your plant, and you're good to go.
Okay, so this one too, how long do I keep the sand before I change it?
For this one,
Yes.
we just do it for 9 months.
Okay.
And then the bag is already
Sports.
Yeah.
So you have to bring a new one.
a new one after 9
Okay.
months.
Okay. All right. So tell me, when you harvest, who do you normally sell to? Is it restaurant, hotel, market?
Yeah, we have
women?
restaurants who like so much our herbs and vegetables. And also right now I'm opening a shop in town whereby I will be selling all the vegetables from my kitchen garden and all the herbs and fruits. So I can be able now to dry the herbs and also now package them in a container.
Okay.
So that I can be able even to sell you in Ghana.
Right. Indeed. So you bring me some in Ghana to enjoy.
Yes.
But Joyce, how will you describe this journey? I mean, this adventure of me being a fashion designer, and yet I'm so attracted to growing vegetables, raising livestock, and still practicing my fashion. How do you balance everything, and how has it been for you as an individual?
It has been easy for me.
Okay.
Because it is driven by passion.
Right.
You know, there is a difference between profession and passion.
Okay.
People are learned and they have done different courses, but you might find that person does not have that passion of the profession. So, driven by passion is one of the beautiful things, because you can work, you're not getting tired. You have a lot of ideas every day. Even time is not enough for you to implement all what you have. And what I can advise the young people there who are watching us across, all over the world,
Yes.
from Ghana, from Congo, from Zimbabwe, I would like to tell young people, let us go into agriculture, because the agriculture is the way to go. And agriculture pays. Agriculture is a business like any other business.
Agriculture pays.
Right now, we are not practicing farming.
Okay.
We are doing something we call agribusiness.
Hey! We have upgraded the whole thing, you understand?
And more of now, what I tell my viewers,
Yes.
I tell them, like, we do farming and we slay.
Okay.
That is why you can see me with the lipstick every day in the farm.
Do you see the shoe, man? Guy, capture the shoe for me.
You see?
You understand? We are farming and slaying.
And slaying.
At the same
you don't
time.
have to stay like this because you are farmer. You know, people have that attitude, like farming is for the people who did not go to school.
Exactly.
Farming is for the poor. No, it is not that way. We are proving to people that even people are sending jobs to go and do agriculture, because you are getting money every day where you are. You don't have to go to the office. You drive your vehicle at 2,000 every day. No, you just need to implement from where you are. Start small, depending on the size of the pocket. Don't compete with anybody.
Okay. Okay.
Be yourself.
Yes.
Have innovations and ideas that are good.
Yes.
Work on your mind.
Yes.
And be sober.
Okay.
Things will work.
Right.
Yeah.
Joyce, you've won several awards. You were in a rented apartment. Now you have your own property.
Yes.
Which other reward has agriculture brought to your life?
Oh my God, I cannot count enough because agriculture have exposed me. I have met prominent people across the world. People are coming all over from UK, United States, from all over across the world to see me. And the other thing, it has given me a platform to work with the community.
Okay.
Which is very beautiful thing for me.
Right.
And that is why you can see me in Masai Mara.
Okay.
You can see me singing with the Masai ladies.
Right.
You can see me in every corner of Kenya doing empowerment to women. It has given me another title, a very high title, whereby I'm very proud of it, doing the work. And also agriculture have made me a teacher.
Hey. Hello, teacher.
A good teacher.
How are you, teacher?
Yeah, so it's the way to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am sure that you are impressed, you are inspired, you are empowered, and you've changed your mindsets about agriculture. She says it's no more agriculture, but it is agribusiness. And of course, I definitely agree 100% and I endorse it. Once again, we would bring you other things: the training center, the fish pond, her Airbnb. You see, I always advise people that if you have a farm, be it 1 acre or 2 acre, create some form of tourism on your farm so that people who would visit you at the end of the day, when they are tired, you have fresh vegetables at your disposal. You harvest this, you make some salad you would enjoy, you have a place to lay your herd, and the next morning you pay some money and you go. She's making money, you are educated. I mean, come now. If you have a house and your compound is tiled, please remove all the tiles, break all the cement, and start farming from your home. You don't need to go and rent a house, a land anymore. You can make money right from that. This has been the Ghanaian Farmer. My name is Enyo Nam, but go on social media across all platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, on YouTube, on X, the Ghanaian Farmer. Let's hear from you. Ask questions, share your views, your thought. And Joyce, how do we find you on social media?
My Facebook page is Cherries Farm NVS Kenya. Cherries Farm NVS Kenya. YouTube is Cherries Farm Official. TikTok is Cherries Farm. You can also have my number, +254 714 731 426 +254 714 731 426. Find us on TikTok, on YouTube. Comment to us. Let us know what you want you guys to teach you more. Thank you so much. Also follow the Ghanaian Farmer. She's a nice lady.
Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let us know where you want us to come next. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that's it. Joyce works with women in her community. She empowers them. She's ending poverty. She's empowering the women. She's helping them make income in their small corner. If we're talking about ending, hunger, these are some of the ways to end hunger.
Yeah.
If we are talking about nutritious, healthy eating, these are some of the ways to go about it. Look, if I continue, I will not stop. Thank you very much for watching. All the way from Kenya, we say goodbye to you from Cherries Farm. Thank you so
goodbye.
much. Thank you.
Come and visit our farm.
She'll be coming.